It's a 4.
Okay.
So I'll go first.
5.
Alright.
I think I'll keep this hand.
I'm gonna keep mine. So I'll just draw one. And
Okay.
let's see. So alright, so I will play. I hate to do this though. Alright, so we're paying 4 for Vanu Vanu. So when it
Okay.
enters the field, reveal the top 2 cards of my deck. 1, 2. Add 1 win card among them to my hand. So we've got the white mage to my hand.
Okay.
And the rest to the break zone. And then I will. Yeah, I have to end my turn.
Alrighty. Draw 2. We'll go 4 and play Shane. And then
Okay.
Shane lets me reveal top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he lets me add a Turk, member of the Turks. And the rest go to the bottom. And then I can play one from hand. I will play Rude. And then we will pay.
You don't mind if I roll?
No, man. Go ahead.
All right.
We'll pay. Play 4. And play Gold Dice. And pass.
Cool. Alright, gonna ready. I'll draw 2. Um. So. Alright, I'm going to. So is the printed power on those accurate? 8, 7,
No.
8,
So this guy is buffing this guy by 2,000. So he's at 9.
9. Okay.
And this guy is buffing this guy by 1. So he's at 9.
So 9,
And
9,
then
8. Okay.
he's at print.
Sure. Okay. Cool. So I think I will. Yeah, I'll pay 2 to get a dragon monster out.
Okay.
And then I will use this ability immediately and spend 1 and then spend a Magus for the lightning to put this into the break zone. Choose one forward that costs 4 or less and break it. So I will break the 8,000 one. Sorry, the 4 cost one.
This one? Or this one?
Yep, that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. And then I'll go ahead and I'll end my turn.
Okay. Draw 2. We'll go ahead and pay 2 and play Keys. She lets me look at the top of mine, and then I can put it at the bottom.
Okay.
And then she lets me look at the top of yours and do the same.
Just you? Like, can I see it or just you?
No, I think it's just me.
Just you? Okay. All right. Can you see it?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and leave it.
Leave it. All right.
Yeah. And then I will attack with Galdas.
Okay. I'll take a damage. All right.
And I'll pass.
Pass. All right. I'll undol and draw 2. Let's do. I'll pay 2 to get Ezel out or Ezel. When my opponent casts a summon, activate all the forwards I control.
Okay.
And then we'll do 5. Paying 5 for Diablos. I can select up to 2 of the following actions. Let's see here. So choose one forward that costs 5 or more and break it. So I'll choose the one that's undulled.
5 or more?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. 5 or more. So none of those. Okay. Choose one forward that costs 4 or less until the end of turn. This power becomes 1,000. So I will apply the 1,000 power to the one you have there. That's undulled.
This one? This one.
Yeah. And then I'll, as a second option, I'll activate all the backups I control, which is just the one.
Okay.
All right. I will go for an attack. I'll attack with Easel.
Does she have haste?
Oh, no. Sorry. No.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. No cards in hand.
Alright. Draw 2.
I totally forgot about that. I shouldn't have used my Diabolus yet.
Play
Oh
2.
man.
Pay 2. Elena. And then we'll go into the attack phase. And we'll attack with Galdas for 8.
Sure. I'll take a damage.
And then we will attack with Elena. She has haste.
Sure. I'll take damage.
She's just famous. And then I'll attack with Rue.
Sure. I'll take 1 more damage. So this has a burst. It says select one of the 2 following actions. So if it says choose one backup I control, activate it. If it's already activated, can I still do it? Because it says I could draw a card.
Oh, well, yeah, I think you just do what you can.
Okay, sure. So I'll do
if
that
you
part.
can activate it, you activate it, but
Sure.
draw a card.
Sounds good.
I'm pretty sure you can, because oh no, actually I don't know how that would work on an EX burst. Because you could, in theory, on the stack, do something to dull it, and it would activate with the effect. So I think it probably would still let you say this backup and then draw.
Okay. So you're saying I could draw, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, something to ask in the Discord, I guess. Yep. So I drew.
Okay. And that'll be it for me. Yes.
All right, sounds good. I'll draw 2. I will pay 2 to get a dragon monster out. And let's see here. I'll activate it right away and
Okay.
pay the lightning and the 1 more to choose a forward that costs 4 or less and break it. Thinking it'll be your what is it, the Galdas?
Galdas.
Yeah, Galdas.
Okay.
Yep, that one. And then I'll go for I'll just end my turn.
Galdas has an effect when he's put from the field into the break zone. It says I can choose one of the three. Your opponent randomly discards a card. Choose a monster on your break zone, add it to your hand, or choose one forward and it loses 5,000 power.
Okay, I
So
have no
I'm
cards in
gonna.
hand.
I will make your forward lose 5,000.
Sure. All right.
And then it's my turn.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Draw two. We'll go with drop two and play Roche.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go for the attacks.
Sure.
We'll play Elena.
Okay. Taking an attack. A damage.
We'll do Root.
All right.
And Roche.
Okay. Good game.
Oh, Susano or Ravana right at the end.
Yes. Made an appearance. Yeah, I had a pretty bad starting hand, but I didn't want to pass up the cards I did have. But then I
Yeah,
couldn't end up yeah, it's just tough to
it's tough. Yeah, the way this mulligan works, you
yeah, because
gotta
they end up on the
bitch all
bottom
in.
unless I
Yeah,
force a shuffle with a
yeah.
search, but I don't think there's much searching in this deck that I built. So
What are you playing?
Wind Lightning,
when lightning?
yeah,
Okay. When I saw Typhon, I was a little scared there. Because Typhon's really good.
yeah. I got a. Oh, you're for another one?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
However many you want to go, I'm
Sure.
down.
Yeah, yeah. We could do like best out of three at least.
Okay. Yeah, because I actually have the other deck I want to test.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I'm down for a couple games if you can.
Yeah.
Can't wait for my cards to get in though. So I can build my other decks that I had in mind.
You have a deck list that you're
Yeah,
working on, or?
yeah, I have them. Ready. I'm just waiting for the cards now.
Yeah, cool.
And I was watching Red Rose's videos
Mhm.
on the next set, the cards that are coming out for next set.
Yeah, I saw all those uploads.
Like
I hope I can get
it's
the set.
really detailed.
Yeah.
It's really detailed. So if you like had any questions about next set, I would definitely recommend
Yeah.
those videos. Okay, looks like we're gonna mulligan this hand. 2, 3. Oh no. 4, 5. Oh no.
I'm gonna same situation as before, but I have to keep it.
Yeah. So you lost, so you pick if you want to go first or second.
I'll go second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Draw one. I will pitch 4 and play President Shinra. And then it lets me search out a member of the Turks. We'll get Shane. I'm excited too. I'm finally getting my BT6 Digimon stuff on Sunday.
What is that?
The BT6 Digimon. The set
Oh,
6 that's
Digimon.
coming
Oh,
out for
okay.
Digimon. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Lots of releases
Alrighty.
coming out, I guess.
Yeah, it got delayed by like 2 months. So.
Oh man, wow.
And then I'm gonna pitch 4, and I'll play Shang.
Yep.
And Shang lets me reveal top 5. 3, 4, 5, and I'll grab Elena. And then lets me play a Turk from my hand. I think we'll go with Elena. And then we'll just go ahead and attack with Elena.
Sure. All right. Taking 1 damage.
And I will pass.
Oh man.
It's like a monster deck you're doing.
Um, it became that, I guess. That wasn't my intention. I
Because I
didn't
see
have
you
too
have a
many
lot of
cards to
monsters.
work with, honestly. So, all right.
If you ever
I'll
want
draw
help with the deck,
two.
yeah, just let us know.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate that. All right. So printed damage 8,000. Is that accurate?
2,000 or 9,000, and
Nine.
then this one is 8,000.
Okay, got it. Cool. So I think we'll play. Yeah, let's pitch 4 to play Sin.
Okay. Sin. Okay, so that's
During my
the
opponent's
one
turn,
that
the forward
cancels.
opponent controls cannot use action abilities. And then there's an
Okay.
additional cost to choose one auto ability and cancel the effect.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
then let's do. Yeah, let's fortunately just use pay 3 to play Archangel. I'm sorry, I have to pay 1 more for 3 to play Archangel EV. So that's the one that if it deals damage to a forward, increase the damage by 2,000 instead. And if it's dealt damage by a character, reduce the damage by 2,000 instead. And I will end my turn there.
Alrighty. Stand. Draw 2. We'll dull 1. Pay 2 for 3. And play Reno. And then Reno gains haste because I have Turks on the board.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and attack with Reno.
For 7?
For 9.
For 9?
Yeah, because he
Alright.
gets a 9 from chain.
Okay. I'll take 9. And alright.
And then we will go for Elena for 9.
Sure. Do enough damage.
And then we will pass.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll draw 2. I'll attack, move to combat, and attack with Archangel EV for 6,000.
Okay.
Well, it would deal 8 if it deals damage.
Alrighty, I'll take that.
Okay.
Shang.
Alright. And then second main phase, right? There's one, right?
Yep.
I will pay 2 to play Dragon, and I'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Just spend. Draw 2. Oh. We'll keep our hand and we'll move on to the attack phase. We'll attack with Shang for 8.
Okay. Alright, I'll take that damage. Alright.
Okay. And then we will attack with Reno for 8.
Alright.
Or for 9.
For 9. Gosh, I can't take too much more. I'm gonna have to block with Sin, I think.
Okay. So Reno's at 1.
Mhm.
And then we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
And pass turn.
Sounds good. I'll undull and then draw 2. Man, I don't know where my backups are. Yeah, I'll use Dragon's ability and pay. So if it requires a lightning and like 1, can I just discard 1 lightning card? Would that pay for it?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Just wasn't sure if it had to be separate like cards.
No,
Cool.
because the 1 just has to be one of any element.
Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe I won't do that. Maybe I will instead play, pay 4 to play Zemus.
Okay.
Alright, and then I will end turn.
All right. I'll draw 2. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay 4 and play loser. When he comes into the field, I can take one of mine and put it back into my hand, and then I can break one of your forwards, and I will break. I'll break the archangel.
Sure.
And then
Real quick.
What's up?
Luzaf, they choose what's broken.
Oh,
They
when you
choose
do
that
so,
they just put it on the
your
break.
opponent selects. Yeah, so you can pick.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll pick Zemus.
Okay.
Cool.
And then I'll pitch 4 or 2.
Yep.
For 4 and play Shang again.
Alright.
The Shang. That's me. 3, 4. No. No. No Turks.
Oh, gosh.
Twas a gamble. And then we'll go ahead and go into the attack phase. And we'll attack Reno for 9.
9. Yeah, I'll take damage. Alright, so this says select one of the 2 following actions. You don't have monsters, so nope, nothing there.
Okay. We'll go. I think that's my last stream. We'll go Elena for 9.
I'll take that.
So yeah, we'll just go for Shang for 8.
Alright, I will block with Archangel. I think
Okay.
we're both destroyed at that point.
She deals 2,000 more, right?
Correct, yep.
Yep. And I will end my turn.
Okay, sounds good. Gonna have to do something really good this turn to survive. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Well, I'll use the dragon's ability and choose, I guess, the 3 cost to break. Yeah.
Good pick.
And then I'll have to end my turn.
That was a good choice. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because she can't attack if I don't have a Turk on the field.
Oh, okay.
Draw 2. And I didn't draw any Turks. So we'll go 1, 2, 4. And we'll play Sealdra. And Sealdra lets me search out 2 water characters. And I will grab Dusk. And I'll grab let's see who else. I think I'll just grab Golbez.
Cool.
And that'll be it for my turn.
Sounds good. I'll draw 2. Yeah, now I get my backup. I guess. Man. Yeah, I think I'll just. It's so ridiculous. I can't. Yeah, I'll pay 4 to play Typhoon. It's a monster. It says when enters the field, choose 1 forward, put it under the top 4 cards of its owner's deck. And then no cards in hand, so I'll pass my turn.
Alrighty. Draw 2. Okay. We'll go 1. Yeah, we'll go 1, and then I guess we have to pay a water, so I guess we'll go 1 and 5.
Okay.
And we'll play Golbez.
Yep.
And then we'll enter the attack phase, Golbez's effect. I'll flip the top. And since it is a 3 cost or lower forward, I will play it onto the field.
Okay. Cool.
And then pass my turn.
Alright. Drawing 2. Alright. Can't do anything, so I'll pass.
Okay. Draw 2. And
Yeah, you pretty much got this.
yeah, we'll just go for it.
Yeah.
We'll just go for it, yeah.
Yep. Man. I think I have to add more backups to this deck.
How many backups do you have?
I thought I had at least almost 20, which is a good amount.
Dang. Yeah, that's a really good amount.
Yeah, 20 should be plenty to see them somewhat often.
Yeah. How many monsters do you run?
Let's see.
I think Typhon's really good if you're running one, because he gets around a lot of protection.
Okay.
Because a lot of guys can't be broken or they can't be bounced or whatever, and he kind of gets around that.
Okay, good to know.
He also doesn't give it to.
Sorry,
muted? No, sorry. No, sorry. I still got the muted icon on Discord. I thought I was like, I'm talking. But yeah, he also doesn't return to the hand, so they can't just replay it immediately.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, Typhon's really good for one.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah, I got 10 monsters in here.
Whoa.
Not too many.
Yeah. I mean, if you're doing a monster deck, then that's good.
Yeah, I probably could stand to remove some monsters and replace them with backups. It looks like so.
You
'Cause
probably would want to go forwards. 20 backups is actually like should be
1, 2,
enough
3.
most of the time.
Okay.
Forwards or summons would probably be better.
Okay.
Yeah.
12, 13.
I think green actually. I think wind actually has some pretty good
17,
summons.
18. Yeah. 19 backups. Yeah, maybe my
Most of my
forwards are
decks
too
are running.
expensive.
Sorry, what was that?
I don't know, like, so I had the backups in my hand, but I guess I just opted to go for the playing forwards more. Just knowing that I don't have a full playset of those forwards in the decks, I didn't want to like waste the chance to use them versus using it to pay for a backup. So it's just like those little decisions I have to get better at.
Well, there's like a ratio thing to this game too, like in My Hero.
Mhm.
It just really depends on the decks, because I know some decks that like run 4 backups and like nothing but forwards,
Mhm.
because they either get played for free or you don't really need backups too much.
Right.
And like if you're trying to run aggro, then I mean that many backups, you're not gonna run into your forwards as often as you would like.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of depends on
Yes.
what you're looking to do, what the deck is trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to go for more aggro. So I guess like some of my monsters could become forwards. So I was counting on
Mhm.
that as well. Didn't get to do any of that though. In the
Is
two
that why you
games.
run? Is that why you run all the wind backups so that Typhon becomes a forward?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because Typhon's condition is 3 wind backups, I think.
Something that might be good to know, by the way.
Mhm.
Every time you've used Dragon, you've done it on your turn.
Mhm.
You don't have to do it on your turn. You can do it when they declare an attack or whatever else. You don't have to do anything on your turn with it. So as long as it's
Okay.
on the field,
Yeah.
when your opponent does something, you can say, okay, in response on the stack, I'm going to activate Dragon. You can activate the effect during their turn.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Same
Yeah, I
things
have
for
to
the
remember
summons.
that.
That would have, there was a time where you did, like, the Diabolos on your turn
I
in, like,
know.
the first
Yeah.
game.
Yep.
But, like, what you could have done instead is when you declared an attack, you could have done the Diabolos and then blocked it, and, like, that's on his turn.
Right.
So I know
Yeah, I
that you were
forget the
kind of meaning
summons.
to just, like, pop his card, but, like, you could have done. And you remember you can do stuff on your opponent's turn as well, basically, is kind of what I'm getting at.
Yep. No, it's a good reminder because yeah, I never think too much about that part of the game.
Yeah, I'm not really like I'm kind of new. I'm kind of new to the whole stack thing.
Mhm.
Like, because I never played a game that has like that kind of mechanic where like you respond on your
Respond.
opponent's turn and like the last effect that happens goes off first, and then you kind of go down the
Mhm.
line.
I
So
come from Yu-Gi-Oh, where that's like everything is basically the equivalent of that, except it's even weirder because you can't like once the thing's set like you're done adding to the stack in Yu-Gi-Oh, it's done. Like it all goes at once. You can't like re-add to the stack once it starts going down.
right.
So it changes how the game works quite a bit.
Mhm. So I played this card that said that action abilities can't be activated. I guess.
Hmm.
What was an action ability? The ones where you had to pay for it to
So
do?
yeah, so action abilities are anything that has like a pay. Like if you
Okay,
gotta
got it.
remove something or you gotta dole something and pay.
Okay.
Usually it'll have like a semicolon on it.
Yeah, usually it's followed by a semicolon.
Okay.
And
Got it.
like
Sin was
auto
the one.
abilities are just like on entry effects or effects that happen during a certain phase,
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Auto abilities basically will always say when.
When? Okay, just like a trigger.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
action abilities happen. Like there's something you have to do to make the action ability happen, whether that's paying a certain amount of CP, discarding a card, doling a forward. But it's something that doesn't happen on the own. It's something that the player, like you as the player, are specifically doing.
Got it.
And then yeah, auto abilities are something like when this forward enters the field, when this forward attacks, when this card's put into the break zone. Those are all auto abilities.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Okay.
And I didn't know this, but actually, auto abilities can be responded with and interacted with.
Yep, you can respond to anything on the stack except for EX bursts
Yeah.
and end phase triggers. Anything that happens in the end phase, you cannot add to the stack in.
Okay.
But yeah, the most common one though is going to be the EX burst. So because like sometimes you'll want to do something in response to an EX burst and you can't.
Okay.
But yeah, anything else you can always respond to.
Cool. All right. Good to know.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Part of what makes the game really fun for me. It's also what I think makes it kind of complicated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you're not just playing your own game with your opponent across the table playing their game. You're kind of interacting the entire time you're playing.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna draw a new hand.
Yeah, so like on your turn, I'm not used to it, right? But like on your turn, you're not completely safe because like you do something that does something, and your opponent could be like, "Oh, well, actually, I'm gonna do this," and that guy dies.
You said you coming from Digimon?
Digimon and My Hero.
Yeah, so I know Digimon doesn't really have a lot of things you can do on your opponent's turn. So
Nah, nothing like that.
it's a little bit more like Pokemon in that way. I'd say Pokemon's very similar. You can't do anything on your opponent's turn in Pokemon.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm used to my safe space on my turn.
Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, you can do everything on your opponent's turn a lot of the time. Makes it really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never played those.
All right. Did you want me to roll a die?
Yeah, I'll
Cool.
go odds. I'll go odds again.
Odds. All right. Odds.
I'm a guy. Alrighty, I'm going first.
Yep.
Up, 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 up. Draw one. And we'll go. I guess we'll just pitch this sack and play this and pass.
Sounds good. I'll draw 2. All right. Let's do a.
Excuse me.
Yeah, let's pay 2 for a white mage backup. And
Okay.
we will do. We'll pay 2 for another white mage backup.
Okay.
And I'll pay 2 for Lancer backup. And I'll end my turn.
Yeah, ready?
One card in hand.
Okay. We'll go 4 and play a minor. And then minor lets me fish one back up from my break zone. And oh, she stood up. And we'll pass.
Alright. Draw 2. Okay. Let's see. I will pay 1, 2, and then another 2 to play Sin.
Okay.
So this is the one where
Action abilities.
Yep. And then I'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Restand. Draw 2. Let's see. I think we'll go 1, 2, and 4. And play Coco. And Coco lets me search for a Earth Forward and add it to my hand. I'll add Tifa. And I will pass turn.
Okay.
I'm really not a fan of
Undle.
these 2 CP multicolors.
Oh,
Because like most of the time you're paying 3.
yeah, you're overpaying. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you have both elements on board.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Yep. All right. Dull 2 to pay. Play Ezel.
Okay.
So when you cast a summon, activate all the forwards I control.
Alrighty.
And then I guess I'll do, you know what? Nah. I'll just move to, the combat.
Okay.
And I'll attack with, Sin for 8,000.
Alrighty.
In my turn.
Tifa. Alrighty. Draw 2.
One small thing,
Sure.
Danny.
Yep.
Usually you want to, if you have a new forward you're going to play,
Mhm.
you want to play it in main phase too, unless there's an effect you want out of it. And the reason is if you hit an EX burst,
Mhm.
you don't want your opponents to be able to hit something you like. You can play around that, like what they do in main phase 2 better.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I always forget there's a main phase too. For some reason, I always like
Yep.
to do everything first. But yeah, you're right. I'll try to keep an eye out for those. Just to wait.
Also, sorry if like giving advice.
Oh no,
isn't
I
Hunter's
appreciate
turn.
it. Yeah.
So, anyways, you guys can continue.
Thanks.
Okay. We'll go. Okay, we'll go 1 red and 1 yellow. And we'll pitch Miss Dragon. And play Barrett.
Nice.
And then we will pay 1 and play Biggs. And then we'll pay 1 red and 1 yellow for Tifa. And Tifa lets me search out a cloud. We'll grab this cloud. The regular cloud. Because I know Danny's got the full art. And then Barrett gives my other avalanches haste. And then
Oh, okay.
Tifa buffs my avalanches when they attack. Or not just avalanches, but other units.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna go ahead and party attack with Biggs and Tifa. And then Biggs effects let me draw 1. And the party cannot be broken.
Okay.
And it's just for 1.
All right. I'll take 1.
Okay.
All right.
And then what we got here? And then we'll end our attack phase. And we'll pass.
Okay. All right. Undulling. And I'll draw 2.
Is Sin restricted to forward actions, or is it character action?
It just says forwards. Opponent
Okay.
controls cannot use action. Yeah,
Okay.
action abilities. So in the second main phase, could we play backups? Like, we could do anything, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
It is the same as your first main phase, except there's not a battle phase after it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so like if you play a forward in your second main phase, you can't really attack with it, even if it has haste.
Makes sense. Yep. Okay. Cool. Let's see here. So I will.
Right? Go.
Yep. Yeah. The battle phase is separate from the main phase.
Okay, cool.
So during the battle phase, you can't play forwards, you can't play backups, you can cast summons or use action abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And back attacks, right?
Yeah, and declare attacks. And then in the main phase, you can't declare attacks, but you can play backups, you can play forwards, you can do anything else, basically, other than attack.
During the battle phase, you can play back attacks too, right?
Yes, back attacks can be played during the battle phase.
Okay, cool.
Basically, back attack means that it's a card that acts like a summon.
Okay, cool.
You can play it at any time.
Awesome.
All right.
Not a lot of cards that text, though.
Okay. I think I'll go ahead and yeah, I'll use 1, 2, so drawing 2 to play Archer backup. When it enters the field, deal 1,000 damage to all forwards opponent controls.
Alrighty.
And then
Just FYI, Barrett is not going to take damage from that. Because Barrett has a line of text saying he can't take damage from abilities.
If Barrett's dealt damage less
it.
than his power, it becomes 0. Oh, yeah.
So he's still going to have all 9,000 power, or like all 9,000 health.
I totally forgot about that.
Okay.
My friend was playing Samurai and he was wrecking me. I forgot that Barrett doesn't take damage. That's under his misplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, read your cards. Always helps.
Read your card.
All right. So I'll move to, I guess, combat now, and I'll play break Lancer to choose a forward and it gains first strike until end of turn.
Alrighty.
And I will use it on Sin.
Okay.
So it gains first strike attacking with Sin for 8,000.
Okay. I'll block with Barrett for 9. So first strike, Barrett's at 1,000, but he still deals the 9.
Oh, right, because it's less.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, okay. All right.
So the way first strike works is you do the damage first, but if they live, they will still punch back.
Yeah.
And you can take damage. The card is still 9,000 power. It's just taking that amount of damage.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. There's specific cards that'll say damage reduction, which is different than, or like power reduction.
Mm-hmm.
And there's cards that say take damage. And if you're a damaged forward, you still hit for all of your power. So even though Barrett has taken 8,000 damage, he still hits for 9,000.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So like if you had a card that like reduced my power by however much, even when I block, Barrett would still be at his damage, whatever it was. But it just means that I have however much you left me with to survive.
Yeah.
So like if you reduce Barrett's power by like 4,000 and you attacked with a 5,000 power, he would die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. So like, say you have 2 forwards that are 4,000 power each, and you swing into an 8,000 forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first one will swing. The first one will die because it takes 8,000, but it'll deal 4,000. So the 8,000 forward on the opponent's side of the field now is an 8,000 forward with 4,000 damage. So the next one will swing in. It'll swing for 4,000. The forward will still take 4,000 damage, and it'll do 8,000 back.
Okay. Good to
if
know.
that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
So it's kind of like his damage or his power is like it's his damage and his health at the same time, but they're separate.
They're separate, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Good to know. Yeah, I don't think that's how I thought about the damage at all. All right, I am my turn there.
If you want to take that back, you can. I don't mind.
Oh no, it's okay. It's just I'll learn from my mistakes, so I'd rather make
Okay.
them, and yeah.
Cool.
So I'll pass to you.
I like that. Alright, draw 2. Restand. Let's see. What do I got in here?
One more thing about damage. When you take damage, all the damage is healed at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So even if you punched into Barrett and did damage, I don't know if Barrett only protects from ability damage or if he actually just doesn't take damage below his health.
It just says if Barrett is dealt damage less than his power.
Okay, so if he didn't have that text, if he was just a 9,000 body, and he took the 8,000 damage, he would be back to 9,000 health, 9,000 damage for this turn. But because of the text there, he actually just doesn't take damage unless it actually would break him.
Yeah, unless you kill him. Oh, so even if he blocks?
Yeah, even if he blocks. If he would take damage that doesn't kill him, he doesn't take the damage.
Nice.
So
Barrett's kind of a machine.
Mm-hmm.
So something relevant for samurais, because what a lot of samurais will do is they'll party attack to get multiple cleaves off. Each of those cleaves is a separate ping. If those cleaves aren't 9,000, Barrett will live through them.
What? Dude, Barrett's a lot better than I thought.
Because again, the first, say it's 2 cleaves of 5,000 each.
Right.
It's 2 separate chains on the stack, or activations on the stack. So the first one goes through, does 5,000. Barrett does not take the damage because it doesn't kill him. Second cleave goes through at 5,000, doesn't do enough to kill Barrett, so he doesn't take the damage.
So it's kind of how first strike works whenever you're blocking a party.
Yeah, basically, kind of a little bit like that.
Yeah.
You just got to play down the stack, and everything on the stack happens. One card fully resolves, and the next one fully resolves, right?
Yeah, because the thing I didn't know, Danny, is the way first strike interacts with blocking, is if I were to party attack with Biggs and Tifa, and you're blocking with a 9,000 first strike, you would block one first, and then kill it, and then you would block the next one first, and then kill it. So the power doesn't combine.
It doesn't work that way actually.
How does it work?
So what'll happen if you swing with a party attack and your opponent has something with first strike?
Okay.
They will do their damage first, so they'll kill one forward, but they're only going to do their power from their forward. So say you swing with those, and say they're vanillas, it's 5,000 and a 7,000. And she has a first strike with we'll say 10k, right?
Okay.
If you party attack with those, the 10k can do its damage first. It can kill the bigger one with its power, put the rest on the other one, and then the other one is still alive. It'll swing. It'll do 5,000, but the other damage doesn't come through, so the first strike will still live.
I see. So the first one, the first attack that it does deals the damage without taking the damage, but then the next one.
Basically, the way first strike works is the card with first strike does its damage before any other damage is dealt, and then all the other damage is dealt simultaneously.
Got it. Okay.
It's the easiest way to think about it.
Interesting. Okay. Now I know.
So yeah, I had to learn that one the hard way. Definitely party attacked into a first striker and lost all my lunch for it.
We'll go 2, 4, and play Cloud. And then we'll go ahead and enter the attack phase.
Sure.
And we will party attack Biggs and Tifa. Then draw 1. And
okay.
Yeah.
I will. So in this instance, I could block with Easel for 5, and I decide to apply the 5 to Tifa.
I will say that's probably not a great. Well, first of all, when you block, you don't draw your own forwards when you block.
Right.
Second of all, there's a second effect on the draw that says that the forwards in that party cannot be broken.
Yeah.
So
okay.
If you block here, you can't actually kill the Tifa because the effect on Big says that you can't kill any forwards in that party when they party attack.
Oh, okay. All right then. I'll take the damage.
Yeah, he's kind of crazy. Really
Yeah.
good, really strong card.
And then we'll do. Pass.
Pass. Okay. Well, undole. Then I'll draw 2. Um.
And now that I'm learning the game, I can see why a lot of people don't like Stern.
Yes, that is. He abuses the stack in a very frustrating way to play against, for sure. Same with Mashiri.
I'll. I'll pay 4 to play
Okay.
Zamus. And then. Oh, I don't know why I discarded that. That's fine. All right, so I will.
So real quick,
Mm-hmm.
if you're paying for a lightning card, not all the CP has to be lightning. Just one of the CP has to be lightning. So you could discard one card and then dole 2 backups to play a lightning forward, even if the backups are
Yeah.
going or wind.
I realized that after after I paid for it with the card, so yeah, it's all right. Yeah, but I will spend, I guess, 2 to play a Geomancer backup.
Okay.
So I could activate 1 wind character. I guess I'll just activate White Mage. Oops.
Okay.
All right. So 8 and 9,000 you've got, right?
Actually,
Cloud is 10K.
Cloud is 10. Yeah, if you have a forward on
Oh.
the field, he becomes a 10K.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, then I don't think I can do much there, so I'll pass.
Okay. Draw 2. Alright, we will. Go ahead and pay 1 yellow and play Wedge.
So when Wedge party attacks, or when there's a party attack, Wedge can break a dole forward of cost. I think it's 4 or more.
I think it's a dual character. Yeah, dual character.
Dole
Of 4
character,
costs
okay.
or more. So yeah.
Okay.
Which you don't have currently, but that is the effect on that one.
Okay.
And then I will pitch 1 to play a warrior. And then we'll pay. We'll pay 1. We'll dull her, pay a red, and then I guess Zemus can't block. It's 5 or less, right? Choose a
Yes.
forward that costs 5 or less. It cannot block this thing.
Sure. Okay.
With her
Sounds
effect.
good.
And then yeah, we'll go for it. We'll party attack with Biggs and Tifa. And then draw 1. And then this party can't be broken.
Yeah, I'll take that damage.
And then we'll attack with Wedge.
Wedge just came in this turn. Does he have haste?
Yeah, because of Barret.
Right. Okay.
For 7?
For 8, because of Tifa.
For 8? Okay. Yeah. I don't think I could block that, really.
You gotta connect the HDMI here. Right here. To the PlayStation. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no problem. I took the damage.
Oh, okay. We'll go ahead and attack with Cloud. And I'll force your 2 CP one to block. So Cloud has an effect when he attacks.
Okay.
I can give one of your forwards, if possible, this forward must block.
Got it. Okay. Sounds good.
And I think that's an action, so you can actually interact with that if you ever needed to.
Okay.
Yeah, that is an action ability. So you could like, Amaterasu it or something if you wanted to.
Yeah, and there's like options where like you can play a card that makes the card that Cloud is targeting bounce back to your hand. So
or dull it so it can't block.
Right.
The other
Oh, okay.
option.
Yeah. So there's ways to protect against it.
I see.
In general, the idea with Cloud though is he swings, forces something to block, and then breaks it because Cloud is very big.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Makes sense.
So.
Cool.
And then we will pass.
Alright. Undull. Draw.
My arm.
Oh, you feeling it now from the shot?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel
man.
the soreness.
From what?
I got the second dose of the COVID.
Ah, yeah.
Alright.
I just remember my hands were like freaking cold the rest of the day. That was like the only thing that was like big for me, thankfully.
3. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna play this monster.
Okay.
Trapdoor. Yeah, so this says when it enters the field, put from the field into the break zone, choose one forward, opponent controls, and break it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I think that's all I can do.
And how does it become a forward?
Oh, if I control 3 or more lightning backups, which I don't.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So he's one of the Typhon ones. Gotcha.
Yeah, Typhon, Mom Bomb, I forget what the other ones are.
Okay.
Typhon's the only relevant one, really.
That's the most common one you'll see, because it's probably the best removal spell in the game.
Yep, that's all I got. I'll pass turn.
Okay. Draw 2. Polka. Alrighty. Yes, yeah, we'll just do the U2U effect, dull her, pay out fire, and your forward can't block.
Okay.
Just turn. And then yeah, we'll just go for it.
Yeah.
Attack with Cloud.
Sure. Yep.
Okay. Attack with Wedge.
Okay.
Attack with Tifa.
Sure. Alright, good game.
Yep.
I got backups out, so that's an
You
improvement.
just need the forwards. You need the forwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably like reduce the amount of monsters you have and up the forwards.
Especially like you have kind of a weird conflict where, like for Trapdoor, for it to work, you need to have 3 lightning backups specifically.
Yeah.
But if you want like Typhon to be a forward, you need 3 wind backups to come out. So like you can't really have both doing the thing at the same time.
True. Yeah. I
'Cause you
think
can
it'd
only have
probably
5.
be 2 different decks right there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna fit in different decks.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you have a lot more wind, so I would just go with like Typhon.
Yeah. Yeah, I think since I got some more cards to work with today, I'll probably
Yeah.
be able to edit this pretty well, hopefully,
Yeah.
and
If
create
you
those
ever
two
need help
decks.
deck building, you can always ask. You know,
Yeah,
we'll
definitely.
do it. We'll do it on here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole Discord will help you out. Just go with the
Yeah,
deck tech
definitely.
help.
Awesome. Yeah, I try to read through, what people post there. But I'm still not familiar enough with, with the cards, so it's like hard for me to keep up. Um, so it's just like a lot of reading and seeing what works with what or what I think will work with what. But yeah, I think I do have like 2 things going on in this deck, and it's probably why it's not working.
Yeah.
um,
So like what I've been doing with this game in particular
hmm
is like I'll find like an engine that I like,
Yeah.
and then I'll just add anything that is like gonna help the engine either do what I want it to do or like just like support it in like ways of like protecting them or like adding some flavor here and there because like I was playing the one that I was playing earlier was the Turks,
hmm
and like I wanted to do something else with it, so I added Golbez because Golbez actually lets me play more forwards, and then it's kind of what I want to do with the Turks. I just want to rush
hmm
with a bunch of little big guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
So just find like
Yep.
an engine that you like or that you want to run, and just like find cards that'll support it. That's the way that I like to do it.
Or
But of
pick a
course,
card
like
that you like
hmm
and go from there as well. It's another option.
yeah,
Okay.
you pick
So
a legend or something that you like or that you like find really interesting with the
hmm
mechanics, and
yeah, my
just
first deck was Knight specifically because of Beatrix.
yeah, I pulled Beatrix from a pre-release kit, and I kind of want to do something with the knights now.
Cool.
Firewater Knights is still solid in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I was trying to do Golbez with the knights, but it wasn't
They're a
working.
little too big for
Yeah.
Golbez. Golbez, you're looking for 3 cost forwards
Yeah.
specifically.
So there's tons of options out there, Danny. I feel like
Yeah. I think that's probably
and
the
if you
issue. There's just too much to choose from.
There's a lot, yeah,
Like I
for
yeah
was
sure.
trying to find one card I liked, and then I found like 3, and then they're like all in here. So
yeah.
yeah, I
So
just gotta
like
pick one.
so like the website also the FFDX website
Yeah.
has a cool feature where like you enter the card and it'll show you all the decks that people made with that card included in it,
Mhm.
and like that's what I do when I find a card that I want to play. I'll
Yeah,
just
you
like
can see
enter it
what
and then see what
mixed
decks
synergies
people
and
have thought of with it.
Okay.
Because like another card that I like recently that I've been wanting to try out was this one, this
oh
Lonnie.
my god, I love that card.
Which one is that?
Um, she's from Opus 12, this
Oh.
Lonnie,
Oh, okay.
and so
So
she
her effect is when she
yeah
comes in, she steals the top card of your opponent's deck, and you can play it as though you had it.
Oh,
yeah
wow. That must be a fun one to play on webcam.
yeah. So you have to you play it.
Yeah,
Your opponent removes the top card of their deck from the game, and then you can play that card, whatever it is,
yeah.
and
That's
then
really
I
neat.
think it costs 2 less.
It's 2 less, and you can pay it with CP of any element.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
So
There's
it's
a lot
kind
of fun stuff with that.
so
It's
it's
also
kind of
funny
like
because they're not supposed to see what the card you steal is on a webcam
oh
game.
yeah.
If they're going to.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like brainwash. It kind of has like that brainwash effect with Lonnie. Um,
Hmm.
but like I was looking for decks that might like use her, and the only one that I found that was pretty interesting was a Fire Lightning Summon type deck with her. Well, it's kind of like a burst deck. I don't know if you heard of it, Gould, but it's like
Aldori
FFBE
Emperor stuff, I'm
burst.
guessing. Yeah. I mean, I play her as a 2 of in my Firewater Knights just because she's a decent body that is effectively a 2 TP forward that can sometimes do some really funny things.
Right,
So,
right. Yeah.
uh,
So yeah,
because
just
she
find a
steals a
card.
card from your opponent's deck, and gives you 2 CP to play it. So she's a 7K that's essentially free, assuming you can get any value out of the card you steal.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know how, like, when people say, like, it's the value of the card. every card in your hand is 2 CP. So if you play a card that costs 4 CP, you have the card itself plus the 4 CP that you paid to play it. So it essentially it's like it costs 6 CP to play that card, right? So then if it gets a card back, like say it draws you a card, that adds 2 CP back. So if it was a 6 CP cost and you drew a card, it would be a 4 CP cost.
Yeah.
So it's a way of evaluating how good a card is. If it does something like that, then it's kind of helping. If you're paying 6 CP and you're getting, or if you're paying CP and you're getting more CP value than what you paid for, usually that's a good thing.
Yeah. A good example is a card that I have in here actually. What's her name? There she is, Nymphilia. So Nymphilia, she costs 6 to play. She's a backup, but her effect is when she comes in on entry, you can grab 2 characters from your break zone. So she costs 6, but you're getting 2 cards back. So essentially, her cost was 2. So yeah, that's a good way to look at the cards. Good point there. Cool.
Awesome. Well, I think I'm gonna take a look at the cards I got and see what I can do with this deck. I don't know if I'll be able to create one for tonight, but if you're still around, maybe I could do some testing.
Yeah.
Probably a few hours from now, though.
Yeah, and if you find a card that you like, put it up on the deck tech help. Be like, hey guys, is there any good decks with this card? And I'm sure somebody has thought of a way to use that card.
Yeah. No, I'll definitely reach out to the server for some help.
I mean, the meta is freaking chocobos, so
Yeah.
so yeah, there's definitely decks out there. There's a bunch of fun decks that you can play.
Did you want to play a game, by the way, Overhaul?
Yeah, I'll play. I don't mind.
Give me 1 second. I gotta switch computers.
All right, man.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right, Dan.
guys.
Thanks.
Talk to you
Yeah,
later.
thank
Bye.
you.